Hi, I am the messenger. Welcome to my video. Today I want to show you the fully detailed region around the highway from my last video. This started as just a bit of background for my highway video, but soon developed into its own challenge of creating believable small villages and farmland. Let's start with the village Padaun. Old habits die hard, and at first it looked like a small town. Like these blocks in the center of Padaun. So I tore most of it down and spent an evening on Google Maps researching how our old villages were built. Traditionally, they are often composed of long and thin properties. A thin sidewalk, a strip of grass, a few plants and sometimes baskets of fruit or bags of potatoes out front for sale. A continuous row of houses facing the street, and each property has its own set of extension rooms going down the length of the property. They are often added room by room over the years. Not uncommon to have a barn as the last extension. Most of the houses facing streets are working residential assets. The extension rooms at the back are turned into procedural objects. They would have no street connection back there. All the backyards are decorated. The backside is often facing a dirt road and fields or woods, and thus accessible by car and tractor. More recent additions at the outskirts follow another pattern. Usually one field gets sold and split into a couple small residential properties, so the orientation of the new buildings follows the old orientation of the fields or along old forestry roads. The benches in front of the church are parks and attract Sims to sit there. There is a block service elementary school hidden in the back of the church. You can see children using the back door of the church. Across the street from the church is the town hall, which hides some block services like police and fire brigade. They got a small restaurant. This farm, or better the gate in the fence, is a working farm asset, as are the green barns. Most fields are decals. The dark earth ones are a dirt road network. And this one here is made up of about 8,500 single sunflowers. They count as trees. If you think those fields are small, you are right. Our fields are tiny, even compared to our neighbors. I hid a few invisible farms in the fields, so I get some farm traffic on the dirt roads. Padaun turned into a convincing village. Maybe a bit big, but it fits nicely between the highway and the mountain, and I learned a lot about detailing that kind of village. Let's head over to my second village, Scheiteln, at the other side of the highway. I love how Scheiteln turned out. It really looks like that certain kind of small Austrian village I was envisioning. All residential properties are in that long and thin style I mentioned earlier. All the backyards are decorated There is a small church with a hidden block service park that has a crowd marker in front of it. The benches are also parks, so I get a lively impression. Of course they got a village restaurant. The tables at the backside are parks, so I get customers coming and going. Because of some invisible path construction, they even respect my entrance. Mostly. If they are coming. There is an orchard next to the village. And an old farm at the sloped corner. Doing fields over and over again got boring, and I wanted to try some pastures. So this farm got a stable, a dunghill, and some pastures nearby. Those animal spawners, some hail bale props, decals and a fence makes for nice pastures. The whole area is framed by this mountainside, which has roads from both villages snaking up, merging and continuing uphill. The other side is framed by a river. I tried for an alpine river look, so gravel everywhere. An extended riverbed that is mostly free of vegetation for when the snow melts and lots of water needs to drain at once. A bit of wood planted where the land rises to flood secure height to protect the ridge from erosion. Only on top of that ridge starts land usage. Yeah, the river is a bit wide for the look I wanted. I will take care of that when working on the other side. A third village completes the area. It's called Scheiteln Unterfeld. It's quite new compared to the other two villages. It was built 3 or 4 decades ago, and legally it's still an extension of Scheiteln. So there is no village center, no town hall or church. Just this big farm. There are some guest rooms and a restaurant in the big traditional styled buildings. They own fields and woods in the area, so they have some barns and a small sawmill. Some of those buildings are working forestry or farming assets. They receive traffic and spawn their own trucks. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I hope you enjoyed the view.